Alright, everybody, welcome back to another episode of ARK Survival Evolved. I am Captain Beefy. With ADHD Entertainment, we are here once again on the Ragnarok server. This time we're going to show you, lots of dragons back there, I'm going to show you a little, we're going to do a little egg run here, stealing some eggs, which is the only way to get wyverns. It's definitely not an easy thing to do. I generally like to do it on a dragon, although lately I've gotten a little bolder and have been enjoying doing it on the back of a wyvern. The only problem is the wyvern can't take, the griffin can't take a lot of damage. Wyverns can't take a boatload either, but they can inflict a decent amount back and hold their own in a fight. But in this case, we've got a Griffin with about 10,000 health. His melee's not that great. You know, this guy's designed for long distance traveling, basically. He's got a lot of stamina to him. But we're still going to try to steal some eggs with him. And the trick is, we've designed this little setup. I'll show you what we've done here. I lovingly call this the Trump wall. And it's got, 3, 6, 9, 12 or so species, plant species X in there. And those things will start firing at any dragon that comes into range. They're all set up for to target wild creatures, I believe. I'm going to have to do a double check on that actually, just to make sure, as we did have an issue where we brought an alpha wyvern here. Well, when I say we, I mean one of my tribe mates, and he destroyed pretty much all the plant species X, so they had to be replanted and all that. So yeah, wild creatures. See, so this guy, we're going to need to switch him to wild. I'm kind of thinking wild. That maybe we should change their range as well. Give them a high range. That way, yeah, I think we're going to do that. It's the fertilizer in here. Okay, fertilizer's great. Yeah, we're going to change the range to high on these guys. They'll start targeting the wyvern sooner, and they'll target them for a little longer as they pass by. But what I did here is, this is designed to basically slow down any pursuing wyverns, because when you start stealing eggs, they don't take too kindly to that, and they'll come after you with several oh crap, scared the hell out of me. And with good reason. Look at that. Wyvern, get the hell out of there. Okay. Wow, didn't expect that. Alright, well, let's lead him back to plan B, which is a bunch of dragons or wyverns that have been tethered to a Daedon here, and let them take care of this guy. I'm sure he does some pretty good damage, but this group will take care of him, I'm sure. Damn, I did not expect that. As you can see, he's all bloodied up. He's pretty much a goner. Go on, finish him off. Alright. Oh wow, it's a 240. Alright, so back to what we were doing here before we were slightly surprised. Well, that kind of gives away the way this whole thing works, but anyway. Let's set these ranges back to high. What do we got now? Oh. A snake. There we go. Geez, gonna be spazzing me out here. High, medium, high. Okay. Is this one medium? That was something else. High, high. Okay. High. All right, good. We're good. I need to harden these plants and get them protected a little bit more so they don't get destroyed so easily like they did before, but that's okay. We'll figure that out. In the wall here, I used to have a ballista up there, or actually a minigun and ammo. I used to keep ammo in here, but it's not really worth keeping it in there. So I put a vault inside here, and inside that vault, I've just assembled a ton of fertilizer from our beetles back at the home base, and a stack of Plant X seeds. That way when these guys do run out of fertilizer, which, you know, every time they shoot they use fertilizer, we'll be able to fill them back up, and there's Plant X seeds in case they get destroyed and we need to rebuild them. Now the whole point of this is you grab the egg, and we'll do it, and just like you saw, we're going to head right for the trump wall. Here's an egg right here, nice and close by. It's probably a 240 for that poison one that we just killed. Now, I always like to wait a few seconds when I land, make sure nothing's immediately coming for me. Okay. Wow, level 32. So you want to immediately get back on your guy and get airborne and start heading for the wall, because here they come. Oh, that's a 304 too. Ouch. You're really hurting me. Okay. So now he's slowed down, and see he's taking some damage. And I think he brought a friend with him. So we'll fly right through our dragons, which are all waiting diligently to kick some butt. Oh, see a 304. There might be a 304 fire egg in there. That's fantastic. And now it's nighttime. That's just great. Wow, lots of death and destruction. So you might be wondering about all these dragons, like, wow, what a waste. And it's not really a waste. These are all, most of them are pretty crappy levels. There goes the level 32 poison. I stole his egg. It's add insult to injury, and we'll just eat that egg. Yeah, most of these were like fairly low level dinosaurs, or dragons, and we raised them up and just brought them here. You know, they were like not worth using as mounts because of their low levels. So we brought them here and we put them on follow. There's a oh, there goes that other guy. Let's land here and I'll show you what we got. Oh wow, Dead Dragon Central, huh? Alright. So up here on top of this little bunker, we've got a Daedon, and all these guys are following this Daedon. We also have several more Plant X's, a couple different levels. I think there's 8 here total, and a feeding trough to feed everybody. Inside, we've got just a small bunker with a few smithies in there, a couple forges, a single bed, and a couple cookers, because yeah, you can come away with tons of prime meat here. So it's a great place to cook up a ton of prime meat if you want. Alright, so there was nothing on that first run, nothing of note, but I do kind of want to see if we can find a 305 fire egg, because if we can do that, we're definitely raising that puppy up. We can never have enough, or a 304, that's the max level that an egg will appear on this server. So it's kind of hard to see in here at night, but not impossible. Doesn't look like there's a lot of action going on in here. Kind of look for all the usual spots where the eggs appear. There's usually 1 or 2 in here. I don't see many nests. Oh, there's a dragon. Oh yeah. Alright, that hurt. But there they are. They're firing. Let's see how close. There they are. We got 1, 2 in pursuit. Okay. So that'll slow them down and soften them up a little bit. We'll go a little further back here. And wait for the inevitable bloodbath. Man. As you can see, we've already lost a couple grand in health. And that's one dragon down. Where's the other one? Did the plants kill the other one? Maybe? It's kind of funny sometimes because you'll see the body. Yep. There it is. Alright. So let's head back in here. I do see another dragon way back. Man, no eggs in here. Only one egg so far. Try to keep coming at me, bro. You screwed up my dive. You can't outfly a dragon on a Griffin, but the dive will take you out of his range. There we go. And if you do one dive in there, that's usually enough to get you out of danger. Oh, he's kind of fighting back to the plants. I think he's a goner. Yep, he's a goner. Okay. So we're going to go back in and do one last pass. Now there's usually a couple there, but there's none. There's a spot over here. Nope, it's a little hard to see in the dark, I'll grant you that. This video is going to be a little to some people because it's so freaking dark, but right now it is what it is. I don't understand why there's no eggs around. Not even any nests. I went ahead and did a cleaning the other day. Came through here and cleaned out. Oh, here's a nest. Alright, cool. Let's see what we got. I think that 304 was a fire, if I remember correctly. Boy, this is treacherous at night. Man, another 32. Just total garbage. Total garbage. Alright, I don't see anything in pursuit. Is that one down there? Looks like that's one down here. Yep. Alright, so we got another, oh crap. Yeah, these little these little hovels are a little tough to negotiate sometime, and if you there's a couple of them that are really hard, and if you landed them wrong, you can fall right off. 280. There's my guy. Come on. I don't want to stay off too long because if the dragons catch me off my mount, that can be death. Alright, so we got a 280. And this is just the, I call this the back part of the cavern. This is the part farther away from the shore. There's a whole other front part. That part's really dangerous for a Griffin. and it doesn't have the trump wall, and it doesn't have all the backup dragons just waiting there to help things out. So we're going to kind of avoid that now. I was hoping to get lucky and pick up a nice 304 egg and whatnot, but we didn't. But we did get an amazing 280. So great. We're going to go ahead and hatch that up, and we'll have something. We'll have something for him. Actually, I'm going to bring him back to the kibble farm for now and put it up. Let it be there. Maybe one of the other tribe members will want it for something. Or maybe we'll make him a guardian somewhere. I'll probably end up hatching him and bringing him here and tethering him to the Daedon. Now again, tethering, you'll hear me refer to that a lot. I'm sure other people do it and all that, but it was kind of an idea I had to take a creature, and it's so freaking dark, I'm sorry. Can't see shit, but, yeah, there's language. So, you have a creature like this, that's a ground-based creature. I put him on passive, and I set his behavior to not heed group whistles. You see, I have to change him to heed them. But he's passive, he's not, so he's just going to sit here and do nothing, basically. And then I whistle follow all on all these other guys, and you can see by their names, they're all following CB Dr. Doom, and it's a CB Dr. Doom. And these guys are all on neutral or whatever, and I can whistle them passive, because they are on a group follow, so I could take them and have them all follow me on this Griffin, and we can go to the front part of the cavern if I wanted to, but that would just be a mess. I mean, it would be a real mess, and I'd run the chance of getting knocked off a ledge and killed. It would just be a freaking mess, trust me. So anyway, they're all following Dr. Doom, and they protect that base basically from anything coming around there. So if you lead the dragons out, and that's a good way to solo and go egg hunting. And even if you only had a couple dragons, I mean, we got a bunch there, but most of them, like I said, are garbage. If I drew an alpha out and he went through there, he'd probably kill a good 2 or 3 of those dragons, if not more. I mean, they have been leveled. Many of them have been leveled, but most of them were started at like a really low level, and so they're only going to get so high. So while we're out here, let's take a look and see if we can find an ice wyvern egg while we're out here, since we're in the egg business as it is. The ice wyverns are a little hard to come across. Let's get down low so we can see what we're doing here. The ice wyverns are a little tougher to come across because you don't have a whole cavern for them, and they only have 5 spots that I know of where they spawn nests. So finding an egg is a lot more challenging. I'll show you one of these spots, and it's right over here on the left, I believe. Whoa, boy. Yep, we're in trouble. Abort mission, abort mission. Woohoo! Alright, let's see. And he's still after us. So are you still after us, or are you going to get distracted? Yeah, you're going to go get distracted. Good. Alright. Yeah, the ice wyverns are tough. I thought I saw level 144 on him, which isn't, OP by any means, but he's definitely not a little sissy. He'd give me a run for my money. Alright, so where are we going? We're going right over there. Okay. Let's see if he's coming back. Nope. Alright. Now I'm a little thrown off as to where I was. I have to get my bearings. He's way back there. Okay. So yeah, we should be like right on top of where this egg is. There's that wyvern back there. He's having fun. Is it right here? Nope. And I haven't done these enough to, here it is. I haven't done these enough to just fly through and know where each one is. And I will do a video on the actual ice wyvern eggs, but there it is. There's the nest. There's one of the nests, and I'll do a video for all 5 of them one of these days, just so we know. Location is at 33.6 and 68.8. As you can see, I've got all of them marked on the map here. I do, I did put a, I did put a sign here. Egg. That's real. That's a 144. Nothing great. But we got to get the heck out of here. Yeah, I did put the sign, and I meant to do that with all 5 of them when I did my first run through and located them all, but I didn't. I've only got a sign at like 2 or 3 of them, so we'll go ahead and do that in the future. That way, you know if you made it there or not. It's kind of frustrating, especially in that murder snow. It's hard. If you're not prepared for it, if you don't have a good fortitude and the right armor and an otter that's leveled, and you're going to die pretty quick looking for these ice eggs. So you want to know right where they are so you can get in and get out. We had plenty of times where we died in the murder snow, but those days I think are pretty much over now. All right, well, that's it for today. We did a little wyvern egg run in the cavern and one of the ice wyvern eggs just to see what we got. We got a decent was it a level 280 lightning egg and a 144 ice egg, which is nothing special, but it's not horrible either. In fact, I may hatch both of those and bring them both here to this wyvern base. Maybe eliminate 1 or 2 of the wyverns that are already there. Just kind of put them on follow and take them into the cavern to wreak havoc and eventually die as they go into combat. But thanks for watching, everybody. Once again, I'm Captain Beefy with ADHD Entertainment. That's all day high definition here on our Ragnarok server with Ark Survival Evolved. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like it, leave a comment, and ring that bell for notifications. I will talk back with you. Tell me how boring and awful it is, or how insightful and witty I am. Whatever, won't change. But most important thing, everybody, keep playing.